I'm gonna solve a bunch of chess puzzles as fast as I can. Let's see how I do. How do we solve this one? Easy. I first of all want you to think, you're probably considering capturing this bishop, except the fact that it's defended by the knight. But what if I tell you you can still capture the bishop anyway, because the queen here is able to check and attack at the same time. So this is how it goes. Take the bishop, the knight takes, and then here, forking the king and the knight, and you win the knight. Here, our friend has taken a pawn that was originally there, thinking that it was freer real estate, completely forgetting that our queen pins the bishop. So now, this bishop is a hanging piece. We simply take it. Now, in order to defend their rook, white plays this, and this is where things get interesting. Because right now, white is threatening to bring rook to a2, and if the rook comes over to this square, our queen would literally be trapped with no squares available to go to. So what we end up doing is we have to capture the pawn. And now, when the rook does come here, our queen can slide back and not be captured. Okay, now this puzzle is a special one because I actually made this puzzle. You will not find this on chess.com. I made this puzzle. This came from one of my own games. In this game, white has just made the move b3. And what we can do here is we can actually play b5. And the queen is actually trapped with nowhere to go. However, the puzzle isn't over yet. White continues by playing this, and we simply just kill the pawn, hoping to just capture the queen. But they won't relent. They end up playing f3, and this is a fatal move. Pause the video if you would like to solve this yourself. Okay, well, if you had a chance to do that, the move is queen to d4, but not for the reason you think. You're probably thinking that you're just going to fork the king and rook and end up winning the rook after the king moves. And when I tell you you're wrong, you're probably going to have a very surprised Pikachu face. I've done a lot of stupid and outlandish things in my life, but I can guarantee you with a 110% certainty that this is not the best move. Don't get me wrong, actually capturing the rook is actually pretty good because the queen will eventually fall. But let me ask you, what's the one thing more important than winning a rook or a queen? It's a checkmate. So after they play pawn f3, this is actually a mate in 4. Let me show you. You bring your queen over to d4. They move here. You bring it over here. They go here. Then you bring your bishop over here, and the only move to defend is this. Queen to d4, and this is checkmate. That's how you do it. Have you ever been desperate? Well, what I'm about to show you is a theme in chess called Desperado. It occurs when there are multiple pieces hanging on the board. As you can see here, we can easily capture this queen, but we will just be losing our queen, and this will be an equal queen trade. That's not very exciting. What if I told you there was a better way to get this and to earn ahead? Let me show you. And keep in mind the material count. Okay, we get 1 point. Black gets 9 points. Now it's 6-9. And after they capture, it's 6-12, but then we win the queen and we are up by 3 points with 15-12. All right, this is the last puzzle of the day. I saved the best for last. So there's many variations here. The best move in this situation would be to do this. This is a double attack on the king, and this is great because it means the king has to move when two pieces are attacking at once. The king has 4 options, here, 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 and here, and all of them lead to checkmate. That's right, every single move is a trap. Let's go through them one by one. First of all, if the king moves here, then this is just suicide because queen a8 is checkmate in 1, so they shouldn't do that. This next move, this is not much better because after this, they can go here, you can do this, they can do that, and this still leads to checkmate. The next move, this is probably slightly better, would be to go here, but you just take, and this is taking the pawn is actually forced, you don't have a choice, and they go here, and no, regardless of where they go, queen b7 leads to eventual checkmate. The last move is to simply take the pawn, and this leads to mate in 2. Watch. You go here, they here, and that's checkmate.